Hello, beautiful Virgo. How are you today? My name is Carol, and honestly, I'm so incredibly excited to pull these cards for you right now. Today, we're going to get super detailed about what your person is thinking, how they're feeling, and what actions they might take. We're going to see if there's any complications or delays in the energy today, because we want to know exactly where you stand. Let's dive straight into your reading and see what's happening. You know, everything is changing completely because each story stands completely on its own now. We are not forcing that whole 80s style anymore, you know, and we are definitely not mixing these stories up with tech explanations about scooters unless you explicitly ask for that. It is all about giving each piece its own space to breathe, so everything feels totally natural and unscripted. Things are moving fast, you know, and there is a big shift about to take place for you here, is what I'm hearing Spirit say. There's a big shift about to take place. Spirit's going to take you higher. They're going to take you higher. Can you take me higher? Right? Creed, higher. Listen to that song. To a place where blind men see. So you're about to go straight to the sun, straight to the stars here, you guys. There's a lot of excitement now. I'm seeing a whole flock of birds and they're all going chip. People are talking about you. Okay, they're talking about you in a good way. And I'm hearing stardom for some of you. Okay, beautiful. So let's pull some cards and see what else wants to come through. But it's really lovely energy, you guys. Really beautiful energy. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're doing something right. Spirit's saying that you're really dedicated and focused and you're staying on track and your positivity has really been the key to your success. You're a fighter is what I'm hearing. You're positive and you're a fighter. You're a spiritual warrior. Divine feminine. Oh, beautiful. A number 7, magnetic receptive power. Yes. Okay. So divine feminine is an energy. It's not a gender. So you could be any gender. Divine feminine is all about being open and receptive, going with the flow, allowing things to flow to us. Divine feminine attracts, right? Divine feminine does not chase. So I feel like this is the energy that you're in. And Spirit has gotten you in this energy so that you can open up to the blessings that the universe has to offer you. I feel that Spirit has shown you that they have your back. I just heard a car horn out there. A lot of you went through a really difficult time and you were scared. You were thinking, how am I going to pay my bills? How am I going to make ends meet? How am I going to support myself and my family or whatever it was, right? And you had to take some sort of leap of faith or really put yourself out there and push yourself beyond fear or blocks or limiting beliefs and do a lot of healing work on yourself. And it's paid off, you guys. And I feel all along this difficult journey, Spirit was telling you, like, we've got your back. You can relax. You can feel safe. You can go for what you want. And even though you would hear them and you would keep the faith and you took that leap of faith, there was still a part of you that was like, oh my gosh, what if this doesn't work? Or I don't really know what I'm doing here, Spirit, come on. And they were like, don't worry, we got your back. And then I feel recently Spirit has blessed you, or the universe has blessed you. And now you're in this energy of actually receiving your blessings, and it's like kind of blowing your mind, and there's more to come. And now you're sort of sitting down with yourself going, okay, like, yeah, you do have my back, Spirit. Okay. Right. The proof is in the pudding. The proof is in the pudding. You could have been seeing the number 7 or 777 or a combination of 1s and 7s, you guys. 171, 711, etc., so on and so forth, right? You're so incredibly powerful, you guys. Some of you may end up doing something with energy healing because she's got 2 beams of light shooting out of the palms of her hands. She knows who she is, right? Walk like an Egyptian. Da. I love that song. She's walking like an Egyptian. This is you right now. Many of you could be tapping into past lives in ancient Egypt, right? Harnessing that ancient Egyptian power within you. A lot of you could resonate with Horus and Isis. Horus is pictured or depicted as a falcon or a hawk, and there's a falcon or a hawk over top of her right hand. There's a big red sun in the background as well, and I think that represents just your confidence and a feeling of safety and security. And all of this gold around her is showing me that you know who you are, you're standing in your sovereignty, you're standing in your strength, and you're pulling in a lot of money, you guys. And if you haven't experienced that yet, it's coming. It's coming. There's more to come is what I'm hearing. There's more to come. And I'm laughing because this is your energy. When these blessings come in, I think you're going to have to sit down and just take a minute. You might cry, you might laugh and cry. You might say, is this really happening? Is this my life? Like, did I do it? Did we do it? And Spirit's like, yeah, okay. And it's here to stay. It's not going anywhere. Some of you are thinking, is this too good to be true? You know, when's the other shoe going to drop? Okay, when's something bad going to happen? And Spirit's like, no. Like, that's it. River of blessings, boom. Come on, guys. Come on. Right. You can't make this stuff up. Literally, a river of blessings is going to flow to you now. Okay, so just get ready for this. It says releasing constraints. Yeah, some of you may have been feeling financially constrained. You could have been really struggling maybe for your whole life up until now. Okay, for some of you, it was how you were raised. You were raised by parents who were hard workers but barely making ends meet. Maybe just getting by paycheck to paycheck. And then if you grew up in that environment, you might have had some sort of mentality where you need two people to pay the bills and you can't make it on your own in this world. And that was a wound that a lot of you had to heal, okay? Because a lot of you are standing on your own 2 feet. You're single, you're independent, and you're making a great income for yourself, right? Many of you are doing a lot better financially than your parents, but this was a wound that you had to heal. I think you were healing lack mentality or a poverty consciousness and some patterns, right? Work patterns, for example, going for low-paying jobs. Some of you might have stayed in relationships because you were worried about the finances, but you've been healing that as well. You've been healing codependency. You've done so well. We have 747 out on the table, so you could be seeing 747. I feel like crying, you guys. This is like a really big moment for you. This is a really big victory for you. And it couldn't be happening to a better person, a more deserving person here, you guys. I mean, come on. Unbelievable. You've done so well. Your guides are really proud. I feel like you had to bust through so many limiting beliefs about yourself as well. You know, you had to reprogram yourself. You had to reprogram your mind. And that's hard. And a lot of you did it by yourselves without anyone helping you. Most of you went within. You tapped within and you learned about your soul and you connected to your spirit guides and you found the power within. And nobody can take that from you, right? Nobody can take that from you. That's yours. That's yours. Right? Again, that's like reclaiming your sovereignty, remembering who you are, claiming your divine birthright, and refusing to live certain ways that maybe your parents did that you didn't like, right? And almost just expecting more, demanding more from the universe, right? Like, no, I deserve more. I don't want to live that way, right? And the universe went, okay, you deserve more. Okay, you're not going to live that way. I'm telling you, it's like you told the universe, what's up? What's up? I call the shots. Okay. I love it. I love it. I love your sass. Sacred purpose, eternal flame, ancestral legacy, and it's a 43, which reduces to a 7. 7477. we've got 777 out here, basically. Basically, sure, it's a stretch, but come on. Let's stretch it. Stretch it. Sacred purpose, you guys. This is why you're being blessed. It's because you're doing your life's purpose, your mission. You're fulfilling the mission. And this entire reading, I feel just pressure behind my eyes, like I really want to cry, like happy tears. Your spirit guides are applauding you. Your ancestors are applauding you. Do you know how many ancestral curses and hexes and patterns that you had to break in this lifetime? I'm sure you do. But come on, that was such a huge, huge feat, you guys. You broke so many generational curses, if you will. Things that were passed down, mindsets, fears, work habits, relationship habits as well. And all of these things were passed down generation to generation. And in this lifetime, you were that generational curse breaker, right? And you've done it. And now you're in a position where you are so blessed that you get to bless others. You get to help others. And that's why you are being so blessed, you guys, is because you're not going to get all this money and like pop out and buy a Lamborghini and throw it all down the drain. No, you're not here to flash around your money. You're here to actually build something sacred and important to the human race and for Mother Earth on this planet. You're here for a very sacred purpose. And you want to give back. You're very generous. You want to help. And you're not going to hoard all this money or spend it on things that don't matter, right? So a lot of you have really big dreams, and you're in a position now where you get to start actually putting those dreams into action. Now, you're so blessed financially that you can go out and you can, start that healing center, or you can help your parents out or your friends out or whatever it is. It's like you're someone who wants to help you guys. I just love it. And that's why you're being so blessed, is because you're giving back. Eternal flame, eternal flame. This is what you've realized, that you are an eternal soul with limitless potential. And all you got to do is tap in. Tap in. But it's crazy, you guys, how society, Western society anyways, for the most part, really does not encourage that, right? It's all about giving your power away and things like this. And I've been thinking about that recently. And we teach so many things to our children: math, language, social studies, facts in the textbook that mean like nothing. It's like, why are we learning about this? And it's crazy how kids don't learn how to tap in, right? How to figure out who they are at a soul level. Like, why don't we teach our children to do that, right? So it's just something that I've been thinking about. Ancestral legacy. So with that, you're here to create a legacy, okay? And I feel like your money was, what Spirit is showing me, is locked up. It was in a vault, okay? They're showing me like a bank vault with one of those twisty locks. The thing on the thing with the thing. And it was locked away in this vault until you had figured out who you are at a soul level, reclaimed your power, and stepped into your purpose. And now that you've done that, I see the vault being opened. And all of this money is just flowing to you, you guys. And now that this has been unlocked, you get to actually create. You get to start putting your plan into action. So a lot of you have had these really big dreams that can be actualized, okay, in our 3D reality now, which is so beautiful, okay? Yeah, you have a legacy. You're meant to create a legacy here, something that is going to last for generations and generations and generations to come, something that your children, if you have children, can adopt or take over if they want and carry on. Okay, something within the lineage here. And a lot of you are psychics or mediums, or you're very, very, very spiritual, and you've passed that on to your children if you have any, okay? Or you will be passing that on. You'll be passing on your gifts to your children. And if you train them up right and you teach them about their gifts, they'll be able to continue that, you know? It's really beautiful. It's really, really, really gorgeous energy, you guys. I've handed the mic over to Spirit, so, you know, I'm not in control here. I surrender, I allow, I open, I receive. I don't control the messages. Whatever comes through, comes through. Eight of Swords. So this is one of the constraints that you've overcome. It's like over-inking, overthinking, over-analyzing up in your head. It was mental for you. There were a lot of mental blocks, is what I would say, that you've overcome. And now I feel Spirit is showing me the vault again. It's like something that was locked up is now opened and released, right? Eight of Swords in reverse. And now all of these blessings come flooding in. I just heard you got out of your own way. You got out of your own way. And it's like you allowed yourself to be successful. You allowed yourself to be happy. A lot of you were raised by parents who come from like the grind culture, right? Like grind, grind, grind. If you're not like dead at the end of the day, then you're lazy. There's something wrong with you. And you were like, no, 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 no. You know, that's not how we do things. We don't need to do that. In fact, that's hella toxic. Like, come on. I don't think so. Maybe you were, I don't know, made to feel really guilty for taking a break or taking a rest. You know, maybe your mom saw you laying down on the couch and she was like, get up, get to work. You know, you're lazy. And you're like, no, I'm not lazy. I love myself. I'm taking care of myself. This is me loving me. It's not me being lazy. It's me loving all upon myself. You know, I deserve to rest. Okay. And by the way, you've got a blocked sacral chakra. Ma, I've got a what? What's a chakra? I'll tell you all about it. Okay, come sit down beside me. Kick your feet up for a minute. Right, it's like that. Now, you are teaching your parents what's up. Right, what's up. You might have had parents who really thought you were loop-de-looped, like had no idea what you were doing. And now you're coming out really successful, and they're kind of scratching their heads going, oh. And you're like, yeah, you doubted me, didn't you? You thought I didn't know what I was doing. You thought I was crazy. Meanwhile, you knew exactly what you were doing, and you were tapped into your spirit team, and they were guiding you, and you were allowing your heart and your soul to guide you as well, which was key. It might not have made sense to other people, but you were like, too bad, so sad. It makes sense to me. I'm going to stand in my truth, speak my truth, live my truth. And you can just watch. You can just watch miracles unfold. I'm going to show you something. And people are like, oh, you don't know what you're doing. And then all of a sudden you're like, excuse me, what? Excuse me, what? Right. What were you saying? Oh my gosh, you do know what you're doing. Can you teach me? How did you do that? That's more like it. And that's the truth. Ace of Swords. How did you do that? Can you teach me? The Ace of Swords is about knowledge and truth, okay? And this is exactly it, because you stood in your truth and you weren't swayed from your truth. That has brought in so many blessings, okay? I know what I know, and therefore that's all I need to know. Right, right. Beautiful, you guys. It takes courage. It takes courage to stand in your truth, to speak your truth, to follow through with your truth, even if other people are shaking their heads and judging you and all of this. It takes courage to do that. So well done. You're a warrior. You're a knight. Okay? You're a knight like King Arthur, a knight at the round table, honorable, wise, and true. And you're an ancient soul. Even though your parents are older than you, they're not older than you. A lot of you have younger parents than you. And what I mean by that is in soul years. Sure, in human years, your parents are older, but in soul years, no, you're thousands and thousands and thousands of years older than your parents. Okay? And you've outgrown them. You have, and if it's not your parents, it could be friends or your community or whatever it is, right? Three of Wands. Hello, expansion. Hello, expansion. This is about your future and your purpose. This is going over top of sacred purpose. So if you notice, there's this woman who is climbing up a ladder, and she's moving up that ladder with speed. Pop! Ta-da! You're at the tippy top. Look at you. See, things are about to really move forward. What did I channel through for you from Spirit? Let me look. There's a shift about to happen here, and Spirit's going to take you higher. Can you take me higher? Yeah. Yeah, we can. We can. Just get onto this ladder, okay, and then climb. Okay. This woman's going higher, you guys. She's going higher up the ladder. Do you see this beautiful confirmation for you? And if you notice, she's leaving behind some darkness here. Look at this. It's like dark, gloomy, shady, toxicity, fear, worry, doubt, a lack mindset, people who judged you. What a journey it has been. Wow, you guys. Just wow. Okay, so you're going up. You're going up. Things are about to pick up pace for you. We're talking stardom for a lot of you. I think some people are just going to be absolutely speechless. Speechless. Look, I split the deck on the devil. Yeah. So you had so much karma to clear. You got yourself out of the karmic trenches, and you did it by yourself. Well, not all by yourself. You know, you worked with Spirit. You worked with the universe. But there were a lot of people up against you who didn't really believe in you, who didn't see you, who thought you were cuckoo. You're going to do what? You're going to do what now? Okay, why don't you just get a normal 9-to-5 with benefits like us and slave away and hate your life? No thanks. No, no thank you. Thanks for the suggestion, though. Okay, and there's nothing wrong with the 9-to-5 if you like it, right? If you like it and it works for you, then great. But if it doesn't, then, you know, just that's when you get out. That's your soul saying, nope, nope. But a lot of you were meant to do something out of the box, unconventional, different, because you're meant to show people that they can do it too, right? That we're never chained, bound, trapped, or stuck in a situation that we don't want to be in, like this 8 of Swords. Because a lot of people do. They feel hopeless, like, well, what other options are there? And you're here to show people that all the answers are in. You don't like where you are? Go within. Tap in what's in there. What does your soul say? And then go that way. Work on your healing. I feel that your blessings have been unlocked because you've achieved a specific level of healing. You guys, it's like your financial challenges were healed when you healed something within yourself, okay? Whatever that was. Ooh, 4 of Wands. Some of you are going to be moving into a new home, purchasing your first home. A lot of you will be able to outright buy your own home with cash, just like, how will you be paying? Cold, hard cash. What? Cold, hard cash. Oh, nobody does that anymore. I know, it's amazing. And if you're manifesting love, I see love coming in for you. This could be with a twin flame, you guys, but it doesn't have to be your twin flame if you don't feel like you're on that journey. Anything else you want to say about the collective going higher, about going higher? The King of Wands. Ooh, if you notice, it's just this beautiful peacock, beautiful colors. You know, this is you. Glorious, glorious. It's just so colorful, so magnetic, so inspiring. Easy on the eyes is what I'm hearing. You're easy on the eyes, you guys. Okay, you're gorgeous, or you're handsome, and you're very inspiring. And if you notice, there's the sun. There's the sun right here, okay? And that's where you're going. Spirit's taking you to the sun and the stars where you will shine. You're meant to be seen. You're meant to be heard. A lot of you already are doing that. But whatever you're working on, it's going to expand. It's going to grow. It's going to keep growing and expanding. You guys, you're a leader. You're a leader. And I feel like you're stepping into this role of leading others, teaching others, inspiring others. It's your purpose. And some of you are magnetizing a king or queen of wands to you. I'm really feeling that now that you've stepped into your purpose and you're doing really well. Spirit's like, okay, now we're going to send you the love of your life. You're welcome, right? It's like that. And you guys have had some doozies in the past. I mean, come on. Yeah, I know. The Lovers is on the bottom. See, true love is coming in. And it's because you had the courage and the bravery to follow your heart. And I'm getting emotional again, you guys. It's really beautiful. Yeah, the Ten of Cups. Oh my gosh, the Ten of Cups. It's so beautiful. It's your happily ever after, and it's well deserved, you guys. It's so well deserved. You've earned this. This is the love of your life. A child or children or a family or whatever your dream life is. Not everyone wants to get married and have kids. Some people want to stay single and just travel the world, right? So whatever your dream life is, you got it, okay? She's got it. Yeah, baby. She's got it. Okay. I'm going to pull some, what do you call them? I don't know. Where are my words? Where did they go? You know, some messages. Oracles. Thank you. I don't know why that word just disappeared from my brain for a minute. My goodness, I just saw Kala. Kala, I love her energy. I mean, her energy is good when you got to get down to business and you got to cut the cords to fear, right? Cut the cords to dramas, fears, and limitations. This is what you did. And now you're standing in your sacred purpose, your sacred energy. You're standing in your sovereignty, in your light. You're just a sight to behold, you guys. You really are. It's phenomenal. The divine director. Trust the process. Create space for divine order to unfold. So this is what you had to do. You had to trust the process. You had to step into the unknown without having any of the answers. Like, I really feel like a lot of you were like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know if this is going to work. But you pushed through and you did it anyways. And you just started somewhere, right? You started at the beginning. You started at step one, and then you just took one step after the other. And all of a sudden, you're at this position where you've made it. You're not done. But do you know what I mean? You're at this position where you're like, whoa, this is where I saw myself, and I'm actually here. Like, we did it. And Spirit's saying you should take a minute today to really sit with that. It's a great achievement. Okay. Also, there's more to unfold here. There's more coming. And if you've been getting the nudge to create space in your environment, like declutter or get rid of a bunch of stuff or have a garage sale or minimalize your environment, then follow through with that, because Spirit's preparing you for a move, you guys. And I'm getting goosebumps. They're preparing you for a house move, okay? Now, some of you might be actually in a space where you have a lot of stuff, but where you're going, you might not be able to bring it all with you. And I don't think you want to. I'm getting this energy from you like you really want to purge and you want to feel lighter. Okay, so you might be choosing the minimalist approach, like you have 3 t-shirts and 3 long sleeves and 1 sweater and 1 pair of jeans and 1 pair of boots and some flip-flops, and you know, and that's that. That's your wardrobe. That's your wardrobe. You just do laundry more often. That's all, right? But I mean, how many of us have so many clothes in our closets and we never wear it, and it just sits there and it sits there, right? So create space. Create space. Whoop. What fell out into my lap here? Ooh, cool. It's Horus. Horus fell out, you guys. Yeah. So Horus was coming through earlier with the Divine Feminine card, the Falcon or the Hawk just above her right hand. This is beautiful. So yes, a lot of you connect with Horus. Horus's helper. Horus's helper. Manifestation vortex. Belief makes manifest. Thoughts attract and create. Yes, they do. And this is something that you have perfected, okay? Because like I said earlier, a lot of you were really stuck in your head. It was mental for you, and you had to shift your thinking, and you changed your beliefs about yourself and about the world and about how things should be, you know? And a lot of you just started to refuse to believe certain stories or social programmings that were just so toxic, right? I'm like, no, I don't want to live that way. No, I'm going to believe something else. And because you believe something else, that's what you've manifested, okay? And people are shocked. They're stunned, okay? I see a lot of people's mouths totally agape, like, right? So I feel like a lot of you might teach people how to manifest or remove blocks or overcome challenges or something like this. That could be part of your purpose. Also, you're going through a manifestation vortex here. You guys pay attention to number synchronicities at this time, okay? Especially 777. We also have Lady Venus, light activation, call to action, power surge, earth mission. Yes. And it's amazing how it says Lady Venus, because now I'm thinking about, you know, the Venus shaver, like the razor. Their little ditty was, she's got it. She's got it. Yeah, baby. She's got it. I'm your Venus. I'm your fire. I'm your desire. And my throat chakra just went. So somebody sees you as the one. They desire you. Okay. Again, you could be male or female, but they think, wow, she's got it. Okay. Collective's got it. Yeah. This person's on fire for you. She's got it. Okay. So Venus is all about self-love and beauty. And this is what you started to pour your energy into, is self-love. No, I'm going to show myself I love me by taking a nap. That's not me being lazy. That's me loving my body and respecting my body, right? Taking the time to style my hair or put on lotion or put on clothes that make me feel good. That's me loving all up on myself. I really feel like you've gone through some sort of a glow up and you've beautified yourself in your space and you're glowing. Your skin is just sparkly. I'm just looking at her skin and it's very luminescent, if you will. So yeah, you were called to action and you answered the call. And that's not easy to do. That requires so much guts, you guys, because when we are called, we're usually required to let go of an old life and an old version of ourselves and completely shift into someone new. And it's really scary because we don't know if it's going to work out. We just have this like undeniable pull, like, come over here, but you're going to have to say goodbye to that house and that your husband or your wife or your boyfriend or your girlfriend. You're going to have to say goodbye to those friends over there. You're going to have to quit that job. You're going to have to take a leap of faith. Do this, do this. And you're like, oh my gosh, why? You know? And it can be a really scary place to be in because it's like you're straddling two worlds, right? You're exiting one world and entering a new one. But now I feel like you're through it. You're through the initiation. And now it's like you have both feet over on the other side. Whereas before you were straddling two worlds and now you're over here. And now you're looking back over at the old you, your old life, going, wow, sayonara, right? Wow, it's way better over here. So glad I made the leap. Woo, yeah, totally worth the risk, right? You're about to get some sort of a power surge here, you guys, right? Supercharged, superstar. I'm getting superstar. What movie is that from? Oh, that was funny. Laughter. Kali Ma, divine severance. Cut the cords to dramas, fears, and limitations. There's a beautiful, lighthearted energy coming through. That's why I'm giggling. Okay, your energy is beautiful. I feel that you're in this position where you can relax, you can laugh, you can smile. Life is good. Like, you did it. You did it, you guys. I mean, you're not done, but you did it. You know what I mean? And it's only up from here, baby. So yes, this is what you did. You cut the cords to dramas, fears, and limiting beliefs or limitations. and you're just like, I'm out of here, right? You got out of your own way. Somebody sees you as just this badass, you know what I mean? Someone who's beautiful, but also like, yeah, don't mess with me, okay? Like, you're a spiritual baddie, you really are. I just heard you've caught the eye of someone really important. And when I say important, I mean they're important for you and your life and your mission, right? I'm not talking about social status or how much money they make or anything like that, because that doesn't make someone important. It really doesn't. It's about who you are. It's about heart, right? And what you do and what you bring to this world and how you make it a better place that really matters, right? So when I say this person's important, that's what I'm talking about. Like, they've got heart and they're important to you as it pertains to your mission here. I'm hearing 2 is stronger than 1. Oh, okay. 2 is stronger than 1. Strength in numbers. And now I'm seeing you and this person saddle up side by side, okay, standing side by side, and you're holding hands. And then all of a sudden I'm seeing all of these little silhouettes around you, and they're children, little children silhouettes popping up all around you. Pop. So you could be having babies, or this person may be having babies, or you could be adopting or blending families or starting a school or teaching children or working with children or healing children or something like that. But if you have no interest in children whatsoever, because some people don't. I love children. I love kiddos. Oh my God, they're just so cute. They're just so cute. But if you don't have any interest in working with the kiddos, then the kids symbolize just these new beginnings that are going to start popping up for you, okay? It's beautiful. Unexpected offers, unexpected partnership, and branching off. Branching off is what I'm hearing. Trying something new, and it's really going to work out for you. Okay, so Spirit's saying someone's coming in who's going to inspire you to try something new, and then you end up really loving it and doing something with that, creating something with it, and pulling in even more blessings because of it. So you guys, what can I say? What can I say? There's more to come. Reverend Siddha, Holy Union on the bottom. I knew it. I knew it. Look at this. It's you and your person if you're manifesting love. If you're not manifesting love, then this could be you and a business partner or you and a best friend. Take it how it resonates. Or it's just you coming into union with self. But for about 90% of you, it's love. It's love, soulmate connection, romantic opportunity. Yeah, and I really feel like this partnership is going to take the both of you higher. Okay, it's really beautiful. That is all I have for you today, beautiful souls. Thank you for spending this sacred time with me here at Spiritually Aura Tarot. If this reading hit your heart and mirrored your situation today, drop a comment below and share your story with our community. Honestly, your presence and your energy mean the world to me. Take care of your beautiful soul. Keep shining and stay close to this channel because there's so much more to uncover in the coming days. I'll see you very soon in your next reading. Bye-bye.